Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and welcome to Mail Wednesday, a weekly series where I ask for your forgiveness for not getting this done on Monday. I'm sorry. I scheduled all these videos so that I would have daily uploads while I was on vacation visiting my family for Christmas, and I saw the dates, but I didn't really notice that one of those days was a Monday, and it somehow slipped my attention that I was supposed to do this. I know some of you were disappointed that I didn't get up on time. I'm sorry. This actually is a weekly series. It's not really about me or about the gameplay, but instead is about your questions and my answers to them. Woody, you're the only person I can turn to. I went over my dad's texts just as a prank, and it wasn't what I was hoping for. The texts he is sending and receiving are from the same person and relate to sex. With this, I know he's having an affair. I'm scared to tell anyone. I want to tell my brother, but I'm too scared to do it. Woody, I really need your help. I just want some advice. I'm not trying to be featured in Mail Monday. Well, here we go. So, what you've really discovered here is that your father, like most adults, is complex. He's sexual. He's troubled. He's he's got a lot going on, and maybe he's not the Full House, Bob Saget, Cosby Family, Brady Bunch that he aspires to be, or that he wishes you saw him as. And one of the things I wonder is how this affects you, right? How are you dealing with this? Are you all right? Because I get that this can be a struggle, that this can be something that isn't easy to sort of realize, that's hard to swallow. So, so I feel for you there. As far as what to do next, that's really tricky. You didn't put your age in the email. That would guide it somewhat. Like if you were 22 and about to finish college, that would impact my advice compared to being like 14 and in high school. What you really want probably can't happen. You can't undo it. You can't, convert him back into being faithful. That's not the way this goes. You probably would love to protect your mother. That can't happen either. The damage is done, and it's going to come out probably. She may even know or have her suspicions today already. It's just a tough spot. If you talk to your father about it, which is a viable option, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I would be prepared for the notion that he denies it, that he responds in a way that isn't right. He could be this cornered animal, and in there, you've got to be kind of careful about, to just keep your expectations in check. That he might be angry, that he might be scared, that he might not respond as the super person that he aspires to be. If you're young, then one thing you could do is talk to another adult about it, like a guidance counselor, or if your father has like a best friend that he talks to all the time, and tell him that how it's hurting you, and have him talk to him about how it's hurting you, right? So if your father has a best friend, you could have that guy sort of speak on your behalf and say, look, I spoke to Johnny, and his name's not really John, by the way. I spoke to Johnny, and he's being hurt by your actions here. You need to know what's going on. If you were to do that, it might turn out as well as it can. Another option, especially if you're older, is to talk to your father about it, and let him know that while you understand, it's not okay. And that would be one approach to take it. Or let him know that while you know that people aren't perfect, his actions have hurt you. Leave it like that. You don't know everything that's led up to this. For all you know, look, your parents' relationships is obviously pretty complicated, right? You don't know, where his mother is. A lot of times in these, situations where one spouse strays, the other one's not getting what they need from the relationship, and I don't want to blame your mother for it either, right? I mean, it's just as possible that that somebody strayed because they're prone to doing that, and they have their own flaws. So yeah, I think if you're young, you should try to bring another adult into the situation, someone who's somewhat trusted, and try to keep the conversations about your own pain. If you're older, then you could maybe talk to them straight up on your own, and And I wish you the best of luck, man. It's a tough situation. And the other thing that I sort of want to nail home here is that if your parents eventually separate, it's not you, right? You're not the person that that created the initial infidelity. You're not the person that drove them apart. That this thing was going to come out either way. And if somehow your parents' marriage doesn't last, I don't want you to ever feel responsible as the person that I don't want you to ever feel like you are the person that somehow created the split. They obviously had problems in their marriage before you discovered the texts. It's not your fault. You're okay. It's just the fact that marriage is hard. Not everybody's good at it. So I wish you the best of luck, man. Woody, here's the deal. I have a girlfriend, and she's like the hottest girl in school, and every guy is jealous of me. I like her and everything, but she seems to never make an effort. For example, I always have to start the conversation, and I always have to try to keep that conversation going. All she does is reply with yes, okay, ha ha ha, and I'm sick of it. I tried talking to her, but all she does is say she does care, even though she never shows it. What do I do, Woody? Any reply of any kind would be appreciated. Love you, Woodies. Thanks. Love your Woodies. Love your videos. Thanks in advance. Man, I think we dated the same girl. Is her name Christy? Well, back on topic, you have discovered what many, many men before you have discovered too. It's that, sometimes the hottest girls are not the best girlfriends. If you are watching this and you are a really, really hot girl, you may never know if your jokes are truly funny. You may never know if your topics of conversation are actually interesting. This is just the burden that you, as a super hot girl, will have to carry. And it looks like my man here, Team Gamertag, go Team Gamertag, is on the look, I deserve more than this kind of side of it, and I'm lined up with him, right? If this girl is somehow not meeting all your expectations, then and I don't want to say dump her or toss her on the street or anything. I mean, you can try to work it out with her. Maybe she's great and you were just temporarily dissatisfied. But this experience you're going through is a good one, right? There are worse things in life than dating a really hot girl that's not good at conversation. And the thing that I took away from my parallel experience is that, what makes a woman the complete package, what makes the woman, your eventual wife, and you're probably not there right now, but, what makes the woman your eventual wife is that, she's more than just the hot girl, right? She's the rest of the package. She cares about your needs. She's on your side. She's on your team. And I start throwing nades and stuns out because I'm running Hardline Pro and those assists can count as kills, so whatever. She's on your team, right? You guys are like a partnership, a pair that works together to accomplish goals. It sounds like maybe, because she's the hot girl, because she's the super attractive person who never had to really get this done, maybe she hasn't built those skills, right? Maybe she's used to just sort of sitting there being a pretty face and not having to work for it. But 28-4, not bad with a striker. But anyway, so yeah, you're dating a hot girl. She doesn't carry on conversations like you wish she would. That's a good learning experience. I hope that from it you take away this sort of aha, all right. So pretty faces are a nice piece of the package, but they're not the entire thing. And if you eventually move on and find someone who meets your needs more completely, then you'll have a winner. So good luck to you. All right. If you enjoyed this video, you can click on subscribe in the top right and get future ones from me. Here's some other videos you may have missed. The top one is a pretty good game of domination where I sort of cover the basics and talk about my evolution as a Call of Duty player and, how YouTube has helped me and hurt me in my own play style. The bottom one is kind of funny, at least I aspire for it to be funny, where it's me versus an apprentice Locke in Skyrim. One of my fans put it together and they kind of mashed up my reactions to some music. It's good. Surprise video on the right, links in the description. And I hope you guys enjoy the videos and have a nice day.